We are talking to MEP Shannon Kelly of Gael for this constituency of Ireland South and Green Party TD for Limerick City, Brian Leddin. Brian, what are the Greens' concerns about the Shannon LNG project?
So, our concerns really are that this kind of infrastructure would really set Ireland on a pathway that isn't particularly desirable from a climate point of view. So there's an alternative pathway there which is very positive, which is cleaner and would put Ireland as a leader in Europe and indeed globally, and which makes a lot more sense and which will deliver an excellent return for the Irish people and the people of West Limerick and North Kerry as well. So we would see the project as it was devised 14 years ago and which has a real stumbling block with the ruling of Advocate General there last week. We would see that project as really the kind of project that we're going to see less and less of as we go forward. The future for Ireland certainly is in renewables, and there's a great opportunity for the West Coast particularly and the Shannon Estuary, and we'd like to see that pursued. And it's been 14 years now with LNG getting to this point, but it's really it's been set back significantly, and I don't think we should be putting all our eggs into this basket anymore.
And will it form part of the talks that you're having about government?
Yeah, it certainly will, and we laid it out in our questions to Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil the week before last, and we said, this really is the red line for us, and we need a clear commitment before going into talk that LNG has to be ended. And thankfully the two parties came back with their response, which was very positive, and they said that it does not make sense to build new large-scale fossil fuel infrastructure such as liquid natural gas import terminals, and they conceded, which was quite interesting, they conceded that it wasn't important in terms of energy security. Now you'll remember that going back, the justification for Shanon LNG had been about security, energy security for Ireland, but it's now accepted that is not the case. So,
okay.
So let's move on now from that.
Right. And Sean Kelly, what's your view on it?
Well, I don't fully agree right there now, because according to the European standard N-1, we are in a difficult position in relation to energy security, especially for gas. And I'm totally in favour of decarbonisation. I'm totally in favour of the highest ambition possible. And I'm totally in favour of renewables. But all that takes time. Gas is the cleanest of the fossil fuels by far. It's the transition fuel. I've attended several meetings in Europe on this. And now, as a result of Brexit, we're going to have one connection with for our gas supply, and that's to the Moffat Interconnector. We will be the only country with a coastline in Europe that hasn't an LNG plant or building one. And we are going to be in a very difficult position because the United Kingdom is now outside the European Union, so we will have no security of supply. And I'm concerned about all the businesses, all the agri-food sectors and industries, even households that need gas. If something goes wrong, we do not have diversity of supply. And the one thing we learned again with COVID-19, we were too dependent on China for some of the medical supplies. The one thing they're now saying in Europe, we have to diversify. It makes sense to diversify.
But Sean,
the LNG project allows us that.
Do you agree with Brian Leddin on this, that it's off the table because of the talks that they're having with Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil? It's not going to happen on that basis.
Well, I wouldn't say it's off the table. I think what has to happen is to look at it logically and look at it from a practical point of view. And one of the points I think also worth making is that was part of the programme for government in the last government And if a new government comes in and picks out one private industry, it's different now if it's a public project, but it's a private investment by a company who are investing in Ireland up to 500 million or $1 billion, because there's supposed to be also data centres coming along after it. I think we have to ask, first of all, is it in our interest overall? And two, what's the alternative? I don't see any alternative to that entire Shannon area, because so many things will depend on it. And it is recognised, as I said, as the cleanest of fossil fuels, transition fuel. It guarantees us security supply, because the Corrib line is now almost defunct, it will be very shortly, and we are totally dependent on one interconnector coming through a third country, and the European Union thinks that's not good for us and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and the other thing, Brian Leddin, is, there are jobs involved here.
There's quite a small number of jobs, and there could be far, far greater numbers if we go on a different path. Just to address the point about the energy security, I am certainly sympathetic to Sean's concerns, and I would welcome an engagement with Sean on this issue, and I don't question at all, where Sean is coming from. There is an energy security review that's coming up, and that's quite good, because that will tell us, the experts are going to feed into that, and they're going to tell us just where we are with energy security. And we certainly believe that they won't come back and say that LNG is necessary from an energy security point of view. And the other point I'd just like to make, Sean mentioned that gas is the cleanest of the fossil fuels, and that may be so, but that it's still a fossil fuel, and it's still a primary contributor to global warming. And not only that, we're not just talking about regular gas here, we're talking about fracked gas from the US, which is far, far worse than regular gas in terms of its climate impact. So Ireland certainly shouldn't want to be, and I don't believe the people of North Kerry or County Limerick want Ireland to be a hub for the most polluting fossil fuel, which is fracked gas.
Yeah, okay. Well, I take the point. It wouldn't be fracked here. Of course, it would be moved in from the States. Isn't that what would happen? And then, as you said, be okay. Well, listen, thank you both very much. We'll closely monitor what's happening. I'm going to see the European Court of Justice ruling on Shanon LNG, but clearly it is a hot political potato at the moment because of the talks that are going on between Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil and the Greens. And thank you to Fine Gael MEP Shanon Kelly and Green Party TD for Limerick City, Brian Leddin, for joining us.
Call Limerick today now on 46.